Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Time.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So I will be give you the some information. Suppose I have to find out the maximum values. Okay. So if again I print the of the mat, this is a matrix, and out of this I want to find out the maximum value, maximum element. Okay. Maximum element. If you want to write the print or skip the print, simply write np dot max. What is the name, guys? Keep always remember. हम जब भी whenever we are working on the particular matrix, or matrix is always a dimensional form, row into column, and data is always into the dimensional form. So there is nothing difference whenever we use the numpy. So numpy is indicated the np dot maximum. We are trying to find out the maximum, and from which part of matrix, of by what name we are trying to find out that. So if you observe it, if we are trying to find out the maximum, so see this, the name of the object of this matrix is mat, M-A-T-T. So we write over here is the mat, simple mat. See this, 9. Okay. If we go for the minimum element, don't need to mugging it. Just understand the things. Continuously practicing makes you a perfect. And we have typed the min. Okay, minimum. So we got the 2. And if we go for a maximum element in each column, maximum element in each column, then you can use over here print also. Okay. See this. If you need the print, and we put the parenthesis over here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have a question, sir. Sir,
Yes, tell me that.
sir, in the matrix, suppose there are two maximum values. Here in this matrix, only one maximum value, that is 9. Okay. And one minimum value, that is 1. If there are two maximum value or three maximum value, it is possible. That is
Yes,
that in a
definitely.
matrix.
Definitely. If the
So that,
if there is a repeatable value, suppose if the
yes,
12
yes,
into 2 times, then
yes.
it always
Then
mean a show 1.
okay, okay. You have to show
I'm not.
that part also. You have to
Yes,
show that part
I'm
also.
definitely. I will show you. You don't need
Okay,
to. We are not trying to find out the frequency.
okay,
We
okay,
try to find out the maximum value.
okay,
What? So maximum value is always be the one, whether it be a repeatable or non-repeatable. It doesn't matter, but it will be a maximum.
okay, 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 sir.
So if we can calculate the frequency or some duplicacy, then it works it. Then it's really working. I will show you in the data set, directly on the data set.
Okay, sir. Okay, I understood.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank you.
okay, okay, okay.
Thank you. Now we are find out the maximum element in each column. So you know about the column. Axis is 0. Okay. So we have typed to n dot max, and the name is mat. We have created a matrix by the name of mat, and the axis is equals to 0. Okay. So see 7, 8, 9. Okay. Now if we go for the each row max element each row, then we go for the np max by the name of matrix created by the name of mat. Then axis is change, axis go for the 1. Let's see this. 3, 9. Now one interesting question strikes over here, guys, which is important part. In the coming session, I will definitely ask you what is variance, what is standard deviation. And one important part of the question of the data science is that, which is the important part out of central tendency. Just note down this question. I need the answer. If you are capable to give the answer of this question by today session or the coming session. Okay. So you can directly unmute your mic and give me the answer after this Numpy class will over. Okay, we have taken last session 30 minutes about the basic concept of statistics and business scenarios. So now we have to calculate have mean, comma, variance, and standard deviation. Either guys, flocks never depend on the one approach. Never depend on one approach. Sometimes the one approach will also be fail while working on the some different type of data set. Okay, so you need to find the another approach whose output is similar with the first approach. You have need to find out the multiple approach of a same output of a same question. This called the expertization. Never depend on the same thing. Sometime it will be the fail also. It will be fail, not maximum time, but sometime it will be the fail. So you need to understand. Now again, we create a matrix. 1 is equals to p dot array. Comma 100. Okay. Now, mean. Okay. You have to go for the print of np dot mean matrix. See the mean. 4.1111. If we go for the standard deviation, steady, see the standard deviation. Yes. So print. Sorry. It is a square root. Is the whole square 42. Okay. So now we move on to another part that is called the reshaping. So this we want to reshape matrix that is ये सब जानते हैं number of rows and column without changing an element. मतलब rows को column, columns को rows. Okay, this everyone knows, but I still I tell you changing the number of rows and without changing the okay, suppose again I just do the copy paste from the above matrix, which will really grateful for this. Change the name by to state to okay. Now I'm reshaping it. Now the reshaping print of matrix 2 dot shape 9 comma 1. Shape. So here's the see this element is totally a 9 elements. Okay, if we can change it, just guys, this is the experimental tool. If you thought that why Dhruv is not mentioning 9 comma 1, just type it. You will be definitely get an error or the correct answer. Nobody put the extra taxes on you. See this. Okay, if we go for the 10 comma, yeah, show me error because the number of element is not 10, it's totally a 9. Okay, if we go for the 3 comma 3, see this. Okay, it's totally 9 comma 1. So you have the reshaping. Or if we go, suppose -1 says as many as columns he needed and 1 row. Okay, so we go for the simple print. It's 2 share. See this. Okay, got it. As I showed you in the earlier, if we go for the 1 comma 9, then it will be arranged in this position only, in this shape only. 1 row. Okay. And again, if I needed to reform it, suppose print of matrix 2 dot reshape 9. Okay, reshape 9. I think one bracket, but not that doesn't matter. See this. Okay, this is also the procedure I show you already in the above slide. If you go for the 1, then it also show me this. If you go for the simple 1 comma 9, show this. If you go for the simple 9, it will show me that this, nothing different. Okay. So now we move on the transpose. Backwards. Now I'm taking the by the name of matrix 3. Now we can transpose it. Transpose it. Okay. It's capital T. See this. Sorry, it's matrix 3. Matrix 3. See this. Transport it. Okay, now today lecture, the part which the coming part is not a mention because it's the part of the next class, but some basics I want to show you. Let's see this. Now see this. Is visualized to all of you. This is my data, and the function I told you is the shape. Okay, so empty dot shape 32 by 11. What is 32? Go into columns. Okay, just see the last row. It's the 31, but it is starting from 0. So that's why 0 calculate as a 1. So the number of rows is 32 and the column is 11. Just count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. And the main thing is that number of name of the column.
Excuse me, please.
Yes. Yes.
Hello.
Just tell me.
I have a question, please.
Yes, David. Yes, David. Tell me.
Okay, before you go further, I saw you type in Panda. You did not explain about Panda before coming to this.
Sorry? Pardon?
Before this data, you had Panda up. You didn't explain what you mean by Panda.
Okay, what is pandas?
Okay, can you please scroll up? Scroll up, let us see that Panda.
What is pandas, na? I will, you need the explanation, na?
Yes.
Exactly what the pandas function is.
Yeah, I want to see how you wrote the syntax. That's why I say scroll up so that we can see the syntax.
So pandas is the open library in the Python where we can do for the data manipulation, data sorting, data wrangling, all these things which is related with the manipulation of the data. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes.
So that we can, I want to see the syntax. You say import Panda. Let's see how you wrote it up. Just scroll up. You can see import Panda.
Yes, I am importing the pandas by the name of PD. You want this, na?
Aha, thank you.
Pandas. This is the format. PD means pandas. Read.csv. The file is already in my directory by the name of pandas. If somebody show you the data like this, then by understanding the headers, you can easily understand it. The data is related with some automobile industries. Am I right?
Yes.
If I will ask you what is variables, can anyone tell me what is variables? Guys, this is the question. I will guide you to make you a person. Okay. So I need to just connect the Numpy and pandas in front of you so that the confusion in your mind will be go away.
Okay.
Okay. The function which I use in front of you. So the shape I used it. The shape is 32 by 11. This means this indicates the dimension of the data set. Got it? Now the columns. Just see this MPG, CYL, DIS, HP, DRA, WT. It show me the name of a columns. Name of a columns or headers. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. Now, the most important part of the machine learning is stress that.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Sir, please show the main source file, which is in the Excel file or CSV, and how we can import so that it will be helpful for the.
Sir, I can easily understand you, but today's motive is to clear the syntax which I already done it so that they can correlate it. I will teach this lesson in the coming class on the 25th.
Okay.
This is the goal of the 25th, but I just want to give the basic knowledge so that the gap between one day they can clear their concept of NumPy. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Sir, I hope so, sir. You can understand it. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Fine, sir. Fine. Please carry on.
So now the main data selection, the main part of the machine learning is that the D type, because the variable behavior is always guide D type. Sorry. See this. Guys, now the another question strikes is what are variables? You cannot neglect the statistics if you need seriously want to enter into the data science field. Now float integer. I will show you. My screen is visualized. Again, the another PPT.
Yes, sir. This is visualized.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Just see this. See this, the variable type. Variable is nothing. It tells us the characteristics of an particular items or elements. A variables is also known by the name of columns or features. Here, the variables is just correlate the things. The variables is MPG, CYL, HP, DRAT, QSAC, VSAM, gear, and carb. So if somebody asks you what are variables, so variables is a characteristics. How you can say the characteristics? Because the correct it tell us the characteristic. MPG means mileage per gallon. Got it? So mileage per gallon indicates the behavior of this type is a quantitative, means float type. Got it? So float behavior is always as a discrete and continuous. And continuous is a decimal points, not the discrete. Quantitative have two types. What was that? Discrete and continuous. Discrete is in a whole number. The number of books purchases, the number of patient always be 3, 4, 5, 10, 100, 1000. It not always been 3.5, 4.5, 2.2, 3.2. Got it? So the quantitative is known by the name of numerical. Guys, note down this. This is the important part. You cannot neglect this before enter into the pandas or data science and data science. So quantitative is also known by the name of numerical, and it have two types, discrete and continuous. Discrete is also known by the name of integers. Just see this. You also got a proof. Integers, CYL behavior is integers. Just watch it. Notice the CYL behavior values 6, 4, 8. It is not in the decimal form or a float form. It is a discrete or integers value. So that's why the behavior is shown in front of me is an integers, not a float. Got it? Got it, guys? Okay, thank you so much. Now, the another is continuous. So note down it. Discrete is also known by the name of integers. Continuous is also known by the name of float or decimal values. Okay, just like a weight. Weight is not always be a 68 kg. It always be a 68.1, 68.2, 69, or height is always in the decimals point. Distance always be that. Temperature is in also that. Okay, so this is the quantitative. Now, it is a now second type of the variable is qualitative. What is qualitative? Qualitative is nominal and ordinal. So guys, nominal qualitative is also known by the name of categorical. So we have two types of data, is the qualitative and the quantitative. Qualitative is also known by the name of categorical, and quantitative is also known by the name of numerical. So what is nominal? Nominal is color eye, black, brown, blood, green, state, sync code. Now, nominal. Suppose you are a student not in your college. So the college department, the admission department allowed you some roll number. Why they are allowed your roll number? Because it might be possible that by the name of Dave or David have a multiple personality. So how I can recognize it? So it's easy to allot a roll number to recognize it very easily. Okay, got it? So you can judge it exactly whose Dave is. How we can recognize that I need this David, not the another David. So we allot a roll number. So you got a allot a roll number which is under the category of nominal. Okay, another is ordinal. Ordinal means ranking. You are using some cab facilities or some hotel service industries. After using that services of that particular industry, you got some rating stars, just like a 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, 4 star, 5 star. So this number of stars automatically gave an idea that 5 star is an excellent, 4 star is very good, 3 star is good, 2 star is average, 1 star is poor. So we don't need to explain each and everything. It always be in sequence. And sequence is nothing. It is in a ranking order. So ordinal is always in the ranking form. So that's why it is lie under the categorical. So whenever we working on the data science, some algorithms, we need to understand all these concepts. Got it? Any doubt? Okay. So we need to all this part, understand all this part. So that's why my motive is to show you how what the D type function. Now we move on some summary. Summary function. It gives just see this, guys. Now, why I should the 5 number summary or 7? If you can calculate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the 7 part is in the form of the statistics. We did not count the count part because count is not the statistical part. It is always in the general form of analysis. How? Because count is always give the information about the number of rows. So if we, as we saw earlier in the shape, see the line number, input number 89, the output is 32 by 11. 32 is number of rows. So number of count is the 32. So guys, keep remember, if number of count is fluctuate, then you can simply indicate, understand it that the number of counts is have some missing values. So if the missing value is present over here, then automatically you will get the answer. So you don't need to bother about it. Whenever in the last session, which is held on 27, we understood we working on the data set, on the regression, logistic, and all this thing, so that you can easily understand it, how we can got it. In the tomorrow session, we also work on some that basic part, so which will give you the knowledge about the data set or data frame. Okay, so mean is the average of all. Standard deviation we got it. Minimum number 25% means quartiles. Data is always divided into the 4 quartiles: first quartile, second quartile, third quartile, fifth quartile, and sorry, fourth quartile. So 0 to 25th is from the minimum. So minimum is also known by the name of first quartile. So 0 to minimum to 25 is the first quartile. 25 to 50% is the max median. Okay. Now, if you just wait, I will be try something different so that you can understand what the Dhruv is want to perform it. Just see this. I find out the median of the MPG column is 19.2. So just compare this value with the 50%. How? 19.2. So this indicates that 50% of the data is the median. Why not the mean? I hope so everyone got the answer which I asked you before 10 minutes back, which is the important part of the central tendency. Okay. And 75% from 50 to 75 is the third quartile. 75 to 100 is maximum, which is the fourth quartile. So guys, this is the concept. We need to understand it. So tomorrow session, sorry, day after tomorrow, we start working on this about the pandas, how we can create a data frame, how we can do for the data sorting, data manipulation, all these things, how we can create a copy of a data. It's really a helpful for you. And the sir already asked me, please show how you can import the data. So definitely I will show you, because I will just connect the pandas and Numpy, because both these libraries always work together. Okay, you cannot separate it. According to my experience, we take this library together. Never take it one by one. Okay, so you will got a median. If suppose you need to the some standard deviation of this column, so you will be go for the STD. See this. The, guys, whenever you are trying to select a column, so always selection of column is always into the square brackets. Keep remember this. Okay. So that's why if suppose I will be go for the some other column, suppose I take the disk and comma for the mean. Just see this 230.7. Just match this mean value with the disk of the above table. Just see this 230.7. Okay. We need to understand it. All these things which really gave us the vast knowledge and the basic concept about the statistics. Now, if you want, I hope so this is understand to all of you. Is any doubt? So please unmute your mic and ask me. And one of the student have two queries, two questions in the chat box. So don't need to worry it. I take that questions last 10 minutes. I will definitely give the answer of that particular question. Okay. So related this, if you have any query, then ask me. After 5 minutes, two functions I want to show you. And what is that? Suppose I want to display my starting observation. Rows is also observations or rows. Guys, both are same, but in the data science form, it always be known by the name of observations. Keep remember this. And column is also always known by the name of variables or features. Okay, so by default, I want to see the by default how many rows are by default. So I'm just take it empty dot head. Just see this. By default, it show me starting 5 observations by default. Okay, if I want to increase it, if suppose I want to increase up to 10, then it will be a starting 10, because I mentioned the number of counts. Okay, got it. So guys, we need to understand it, that all this concept about the statistics, about the data's basic information, which is really helpful for us. Now, if we want to display the last observation, display observations by default. and it showed me the last 5 observations. Again, increase the mode. Display. Suppose it will take a 15 observation. And we can use the empty dot. See this. So these things we have need to find out it exactly what is going on inside the data, because we never neglected some basic thing. Otherwise, it definitely gave the adverse effect while prediction. So you need to understand it. In the coming session, we have lots of topics to cover it in a short duration of time, which really give a advanced knowledge about the statistics. Okay. Now I move on the query, which I got it in the chat box because we have such a limited time. And the query, just hope the query of the first query is Ganfoor. Okay, Ganfoor asked me how to use Python for advanced data science concept, just like a image clustering and language identification in NLP, how to perform data processing with some data set. Ganfoor, the part that you are asking me, the image clustering, is not the part of this code, but is a part of the data science. Before you want to approach the advanced concept of machine learning and data science, so without knowing the basic concepts, it's really a difficult challenge for you. Never try it to move on, because without the basic approaches, without the basic concept, you did not move on this concept. Okay. If you want to move it, you can move it. Just note down the coding, copy paste from the Google some website and just perform it. But how it's able to understand the output, how many number of clusters, how you can identify the clusters, what the number of clusters, on what basis number of clusters created, on what basis the natural language process is work on. So without the understanding before the algorithms, the number of algorithms before that is approx 12 to 15. Then you are directly moved from the 0 floor to 15. You have to cross one by one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because all the machine learning algorithm is the interconnected. If you want to skip it, skip it. But I never skipped all these types of blunder mistakes. So according to me, data science is a vast field. If you switch, if you move, if you skip it, some concept of machine learning or data science, then I will not be advise you. If you want, then you can do your own self. It's not the part of my, it's not the cup of my tea. It's totally your choice, but not my suggestion. You go from the starting from the basic 1, 2, 3, 4, then move to the mid level, then the high level, then the advanced. All the things are interconnected. Okay. Now the question is that how to approximate the value of digit for this certain output. This question is not be clear, so please elaborate it. Now, Dr. Made to everyone, please submit the feedback form. Okay. So guys.
Sir.
Yes, who's this?
Hello.
Please tell me your name.
Yes, sir. I'm Deepanjan from Kolkata.
Yes, Deepan. Yes, tell me.
Yes. Sir, Numpy you have done, but SciPy will you do or not? Numpy, SciPy, we have done.
Today's session, it's not included. In the coming session, it also not included. In the third session, I'm not aware with the subject, but definitely if it is the part of that, then I will be guiding. Don't need to worry about.
Okay. And another thing is, after run the program in Python, how to save the program? Just tell me how to save.
How to save this script file. Am I right?
Yes, yes. After program is okay. Run. Already done. How to
Just see
save?
this. Just see this. My screen visualize.
Yes.
Click on the
Right
file.
click. Right click on left.
No. Just click on the option file on the top of the your script file
Acha, file.
under the
Just
Jupyter,
I'm writing under the Jupyter.
and then go on the download option.
Okay.
Convert into HTML file. Download it, or notebook. Whenever you convert into the notebook or HTML file, okay, so HTML file is directly open into the Internet Explorer, but the notebook file is not be open it. You have to upload it on this. See this. My Jupyter homepage will be represent you in front of your screen.
Okay.
So you have to upload it. Upload. Press the option upload and select the options over here and select it, suppose just like this, and open it. Okay, then your file will directly coming in this desktop page, and you can open it from there only. Just double click it and you will be open directly this file.
Upload where it will be uploaded?
Upload it within the Jupyter.
Within the Jupyter. And how to see the file in the
Just wait, I will be showing. You will be select the file, press the upload function. They will ask you from where you want to upload it. Okay,
Yes.
suppose file is in the desktop. You will be
Yes.
click, select it and open it. Select the open function. Okay. By the name that you have already mentioned in the file, you have to select it, and the same name is also coming within this file only. I will just see this. Just see this file, empty cards. I already uploaded. That's why the name I mentioned over here is empty cards. See this, empty card.csv. The same name I mentioned over here because the name is already by the name of empty card.csv. Got it?
Okay.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Any other question? So guys, sorry, today we are not able to discuss the statistical part, but in the coming session, we definitely take some statistical part with the Pandas practical performance on some working data, just like this with the missing values also. It's really gave the knowledge how to deal with the data. Then after that, some plotting. Then after that, some machine learning or data science algorithms. Okay. So I hope so. This session is really fruitful from you, from my end. And those who have not got some knowledge, then I'm really apologize for that. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Flaws. Thank you so much to listening me very peacefully and cooperate with me. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your nice presentation, and I hope that this will be very helpful for all the participants who are present in this session. And you present a lot of about basic fundamentals of statistics and how we can use in Numpy, and how we can find out mean, variance, standard deviation, maximum, minimum, and also how we can write matrix and arrays, and different type of variable types, data type also discussed here. And in the coming sessions, we do a lot of things about this and how we can apply these things in the database. Thank you very much to all of the participants to attend this wonderful session. And very informative information is present here. And I hope this will be very helpful for the coming sessions. Thank you very much to all of you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you all the
Thank you,
participants.
sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.